Yeah. Simon, 2-2 for Arsenal in Portugal against Sporting Lisbon. I saw some of that. I went to the movies last night. So did you, incidentally, didn't you?
Yeah. Do yourself a favourite, audience. Do not go and see Creed 3.
Really?
Absolutely.
No good.
Dreadful.
Okay. All right. I saw a very touching movie called Close. Anybody who wants to go and see that, take a paper hanky with you. So 2-2 against Sporting Lisbon. Is it wise, Simon, for Arteta to continue fighting this season on both fronts with the Europa League as well? Because so much is riding on them, leading the way in the Premier League and seeing it out.
I think momentum is a key part of a team's winning formula and winning games and playing in games. Obviously, you've got the compromise where you can find yourself in a game situation where players get injured on a European event, but they are in the tournament. So what would you prefer? Them to be competitive in it, to keep going, to keep building the underlying culture of knowing what winning looks like in every time they step on the pitch? I would be an advocate of them winning, on both fronts. I think they've got the capability. And of course, the argument will be advanced, that if players get injured in these European nights and it compromises the Premier League, which one would you rather have? But I ultimately think that good footballers playing in good teams accept the reality of playing in both tournaments. And I think, his reaction to the performance last night and the fact that he felt that they were, scraping out a result and giving goals away tells you where their mentality is. They expect to win every game.
Presumably, if you're a top player, Stuart, and you want to win everything. Whatever you're playing in, you want to win it.
Well, I always used to start the season with the proviso of I want to play every game, and you're absolutely gutted if you were either suspended and missed a game, or you copped an injury and you were out the team for.
Did you change that outlook when you managed?
No, I didn't.
You want your players to play every game, fight for every game.
Of course you do. I find it absolutely ridiculous that you're involved at the latter stages after Christmas, if you're Arsenal, in a major tournament. The club have got their tails up for the first time in however many years, Arsenal. All their players should be brimming to play all the games. They're top of the tree in the Premier League. They're doing well in Europe. Play all the games, because I tell you what, next year they could be 5th, 6th in the division. You don't know that. You've no idea.
And by the same token, you've got Manchester City competing in the Champions League with a sort of bearing down pressure on them to win it. So if Arsenal don't win the Europa League, people are going to go, and therefore, but okay, maybe you should have done because you're a good side, but who cares? But the moment Man City don't win Champions Leagues, the pressure that comes to bear on them becomes significant. So I don't think it's irrelevant for Arsenal. I think Arsenal just plough on, win games, get Jesus back in the side when he's fit enough, and away you go.
You'd be on your sun lounger, were you not, then, when you heard Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0?
I could not believe that score. Honestly, it was one of the shock score lines of probably my whole career, to be honest with you. You expect a big score or a swing one way or the other. But when you consider it was 7, it just blew me away. It really did.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.